So it's happening. It's been sanctioned. Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul in a heavyweight bout, and I got it right here with me. So it's a heavyweight fight, 8 3-minute rounds, 10-ounce gloves, and Anthony Joshua cannot weigh more than 245 pounds, and it's happening on Netflix on December 19th. What more can I say, really? What honestly more can I say? I'm not surprised, really, because it has been talked about throughout since August, and I know Jake Paul's he may be a madman for doing things like these, but even though on paper our expectation is that Joshua should just get rid of him, just like he did Francis Ngannou, just like how he dealt with him, really. And could it be worse? Only time will tell when this fight comes about, if it's going to go ahead as well. But look, we could all shit on this all we want, as much as it is bad for the sport for some people. Some people will say it's good for the sport, but hey ho, eh? But either way, I will, even though I'm not a big fan of Jake Paul, I don't like the guy, to be honest with you, but I do respect him. And he deserves all the credit for taking this fight. By the way, this is much better than fighting Gervonta Davis, honestly. Honestly, this is much better than fighting Gervonta Davis. And I hope he gets his act together now. I'm sorry, let me start again. I hope he gets his act together, whatever he's going through. But that's a different topic. But for this fight, credit where credit is due for Jake Paul. Obviously, it is all about money at the end of the day. How much is Joshua getting paid? I think pretty much loads, tons. It's gotta be all. I don't do a guessing game, really. I'm not that sort of person to do guessing games for money figures. But it's definitely around the 7 figures. 7, 8 figures at best. Maybe more, I don't know really. But look, we gotta give credit when credit's due. I know I said that to Jake Paul, but obviously Joshua, it should be he thinking to himself, let me just get this out of the way, and then let's go on to bigger and better things, which I believe is in February or April, and then the big one, which we're all hoping, and it's a big if he does get through this again, which is Tyson Fury, and fingers crossed. I still keep my fingers crossed that could still happen. But it is a MVP show, so it is run by Jake Paul. So we'll see how this fight goes, and yeah, it's gonna do numbers, but we'll see what happens.